Hello, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Beer Bros. What do we have today, Keith?
If you remember, I was recently at VidCon, and while I was there, I actually tried a couple of beers that I did a review on.
Ah, fantastic.
Unfortunately, as you know, I'm a computer science type sysadmin systems
So
programmer.
it's going to be great.
So I formatted my phone accidentally and lost those reviews, but I managed to find a seller of those beers in California, this California brewery, so we're going to try that today.
So what you're saying is you didn't want to share it with the world, you want to share it with me first before we share it with the world.
Yeah!
Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. All right, so let's get to drinking. All right, so you did one of those reviews, but you want to share it with your bro first.
Right.
Let's get to drink that beer first.
I'll let you pick.
All right, let me pick.
And this we have, these are all from Bootleggers Brewery in California. This is Bootleggers Rustic Rye IPA.
Rustic Rye IPA. So I know IPAs, I know ryes. I wonder how they taste together.
I wonder what rustic is.
That's a good point. So hopefully there's not like oxidized lead in there. Thank you very much, sir. So let's look at the color of this thing. Okay, so it's
IPA colored.
Yeah, IPA colored, maybe a little darker hue. Want to get that in close there. Oh, sorry, back here. It's kind of like a rusty IPA. Maybe that's why they named it that.
Rustic.
Rustic. Anyway, so let's give it a smell.
Give me off
It's not as bitter smell on the aroma. Maybe I'm sure it'll have more in the taste, but let's go give it a shot. So clinky, drinky. Here we go.
It's nice, mild. It's not an overpowering taste of hops like we tend not to like.
Yeah, no, that's IPAs usually are very biting, bitter, of course. And this, the rye, and I think the rustic takes off the bite. The rye, I think, kind of helps mellow it out just a little bit, kind of like California's a little bit mellow, man.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, is that how it works? I can't. There. Anyway, so let's get one more drink.
This is very pleasant. I wish we had this here.
Yeah, I have to admit that's one of the better IPAs I've had.
Yeah.
It's not a traditional in the sense because of the rye, but it works really well for us.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
Good job, Bootleggers.
Bootleggers, all right, yeah. All right, so we have two more in front of us. Which one would you like to try? Do you know which ones they are?
I believe that this one's the Hefeweizen, so.
Hefeweizen? All right, I'll just try it.
This is actually the one that I tried in the restaurant that I went to. Bootleggers Brewery, Old World Hefeweizen.
Okay, do you know what restaurant you were at when you were there? Well,
I could look it up on Google Maps.
Okay, so you tried this in a restaurant. What did you have it with? Did you pair it with something?
I had a burger.
I can see a Hefeweizen in a burger. Can I have a glass?
Certainly.
Was it a California burger with guacamole?
Actually, I believe it was.
Oh, that was just a guess.
And non-paleo fries.
Non-paleo fries? Whoops. Well, you're in a different zip code, so it doesn't count, right?
You asked Mirsky.
I'll let you, I'll get you in trouble. I'll ask Mirsky. So this is the Hefeweizen from Bootleggers. And, Old World Hefeweizen, German-style unfiltered wheat ale, which is typically, which we learned in a previous episode of Beer Bros, is a breakfast beer.
Mm-hmm. And if you can see, I'm not sure if you can, there's a lot of sediment on the bottom of the yeast, which it comes from the being unfiltered.
Yeah. So I wonder how that adds to the taste. It's kind of actually a little clearer than I would think for an unfiltered beer.
Well, because everything settled.
That's actually... All right, shut up. All right, so let's give it a sniff. I can smell... Was that cloves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it smells interesting. What's clinky? Drinky?
I got the strong taste of cloves when I had it at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. I get it in the taste too. Man, that's smoother than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, it's wow. Because it said unfiltered, yes, it did all settle. Maybe that is why it tastes like it does. It tastes a little bit crisper and cleaner than I really expected for an unfiltered wheat beer.
And it does have a little bit of bite on the end. But
Yeah,
it's not bad, and it's very good.
A good bite, kind of like you have a soda and it has that tinging sensation. Then it's kind of that sugary taste. Not quite a sugary taste, but it's definitely something there. Pretty interesting. Okay. Did you have this with anybody when you were there?
No.
Okay, great. So that had the IPA and the Hefeweizen.
I'm very impressed with Bootleggers. I wish we had it here in California. And where are we? Texas. I wish we had it here in Texas.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that Californians can do something so well. So.
Yeah, we'll hear you.
No, they did a very good job. So.
This one, I actually wanted to order it in the restaurant, but they were out of it, and then I wanted to go find it at a local liquor store, and fortunately we did. This is Bootleggers Black Phoenix Stout, which includes Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah.
We've had some hot beers from the past. I wonder how this one's gonna measure up.
Chipotle, for our taste, typically isn't hot, being from Texas.
Yeah, it's not burning hot at least. So Keith was in California, and he got some Chipotle beer. Can I get your glass, please, sir?
You may.
I would not be a good improv artist.
We already can tell that.
So, I'm trying to get a whiff of the Chipotle. Can you smell anything in there?
I can smell stout. It smells like a very, very good stout, which doesn't surprise me from what we've had otherwise from this brewery.
Let's see. Yeah, it smells stout. Ooh. Tiny bit of something else besides stout. It's kind of like a dry smell of stout, like a dry stout. But I'm sure it's gonna taste just fine. But I'm not saying dry is bad. It's a dry aroma for me. Clinky, drinky. Cheers.
I forget about that.
To drink? I thought you were like waiting on me to taste it hot or
I just saw something shiny over there.
No, it's not bad.
It's very good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like I was expecting kind of a hot overtone, and it's not. Kind of the stout. And
there's a little tingling in there, but not bad at all. Not anywhere near Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like you got like the hot heat that's wild and dissipated versus the oil sludge of stout. I say sludge, the thick consistency of stout, and you put them together and they kind of
complement.
Exactly. Kind of like the rest of the brews here. Goodness, that's Bootleggers.
Yes.
Are moving to the front of my line for California beers.
Yeah.
Goodness, this is fantastic. How'd you hear about this?
They had it on tap at the restaurant.
Man, that was a great find. I'm glad. Did they recommend it to you, or did you just say, hey?
It was in the menu, and I said, I'm a beer bro, I've got to try this beer.
Goodness, Bootleggers. You know what? This is hard to try because there's such different styles of beer. I can't because they're really delicious of each flavor. I'm just gonna have to say brewery of the day is Bootlegger. Chris's brewery of the day is Bootleggers. Did just a great job overall. I can't choose because they're so different and they're all so great. Complimentary taste. If you're in California, you must try this beer. And if you're out in California, you must send us this beer because it's fantastic. All right. So, any other announcements? Like, comment, subscribe down below, right here in this spot that says subscribe, and below that's comments. Be nice. Otherwise, Beer Bros out. California edition. There's a cat here.
Yes. She does that.
We can do a cat at the end of the video.
Don't scare my cat.